Good morning, Facebook. How are you? Pete Olsen here in beautiful God's Country, Montana, here at Jackpot Ranch. I am the #1 money earner globally in my home-based business and a coach to network marketing students around the globe that are looking to go to the highest levels of their company rank and reach the top levels of their company in income. Got an interesting live for you today, and the live is how to answer the objection, I don't have the money in your home-based business. And I think if you've been in network marketing or home-based business industry for any period of time, we've all gotten this. We've all gotten this objection, and I think it's common in not only home-based biz, but whatever industry that you may be in. And there are ways to answer it, and there are better ways to answer it, right? So I'm gonna go through with you what I feel is the best way to address it. I think it's powerful, and you'll find by using this that you'll end up bringing in more people into your home-based business and recruiting that person as opposed to not recruiting the person. Because you got to remember, when someone says I don't have the money, it's not necessarily that they don't have the money. They're just using that as a mirage to cover up. Maybe they're still confused. Maybe they're scared. Maybe they think that they can't do it. Maybe they feel that they're going to waste their money. They're getting scammed, or whatever the case may be. So a lot of times what comes out of someone's mouth is not necessarily what the case is. It's just what they use to mask what they're truly thinking. Sometimes it's true, but a majority of times I would say that it isn't. Okay, so you say to somebody, hey Bob, sounds to me like you're ready to get started. And what do they say? They say, yeah, I appreciate it, Pete, but I just don't have the money. So what I do is a technique that I learned many years ago from Matt Morris, and he used what's called the 3-step framework. And it would go something like this. And after they told me they don't have the money, I'd say something like, hey, listen, Bob, I hear you. But to be honest with you, is it really that you don't have the money? Or it's just a polite way of telling me no? Because listen, I'm totally cool either way. I just want to help you. Okay? And then if the prospect comes back and says, hey, really, I don't have the money, I'll say, cool, no problem. Well, do you want to do this? I'll ask them, well, do you want to do this? And they'll say, most of the time, they'll say, yes, I do want to do this. And I'll say to them, are you sure? And they'll say, yes. And then from here, at this point, I would use one of my scripts of what Matt used to teach about coach and close. Okay, coach and close. So of all the coach and closes, there's so many good ones, but I'll use the strategy called feel, felt, found. Okay, a lot of you guys are probably familiar with that. So I would say something when someone says I don't have the money after doing the 3-step framework. I'd say something like, hey, listen, Bob, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the exact same way, and I was in the same situation. But here's what I realized. So I use the word realize instead of found. Here's what I realized, okay? What I realized is the biggest reason why I needed to get started and do this was because I didn't have the money. Because I didn't want to be stuck a year or two from now still not having the money. Does that make sense, Bob? Yep, great. Bob, it sounds to me like you're ready to get started. And a lot of them will say, yeah, I'm ready to get started. Right then and there, right on the spot. And some will say, that makes sense. And I understand what you're saying, but I still don't have the money. And maybe I'll use another technique and coach them with, hey, what do you have sitting around the house that's not making you any money that you could sell to get you into this opportunity so you can start making some phenomenal income? Okay? All right, so that's called the feel, felt, found technique. So in review, what did we talk about? We talked about when someone says I don't have the money, you talk about the 3-step framework, right? Hey, listen, I hear you, but to be honest with you, Bob, is it really that you don't have the money, or is it just a polite way of saying no? Because listen, either way, I'm totally cool. Okay? I just want to help you. And if they say no, I really don't have the money, and then I say, hey, no problem at all. Do you want to do this, Bob? And they'll say yes, and I'll say to them, are you sure? And they'll say yes. And then here, from this point, I'll use a coach and close technique, and we talked about the feel, felt, found. Hey, Bob, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the exact same way. I was in the same situation, but here's what I realized. And again, I always use the word realize instead of found. What I realized is the biggest reason why I needed to do this was because I didn't have the money. Because I didn't want to be stuck a year or two from now still not having the money. Does that make sense? And then they'll say, yeah, that makes sense. They'll say, Bob, it sounds to me like you're ready to get started. Okay? So there you go, guys. I hope that was a big help. If you guys are looking for a one-on-one coach that can help you go to the top levels of your company, start earning a phenomenal full-time income in network marketing, reach out to me personally here on Facebook or wherever you're seeing this video, and we can get on the phone and have a personal discussion of where you are and what you're looking for, and we can discuss what I can do for you. All right? God bless you guys. Have an amazing Thursday. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.